okay? For instance, you'll see a guy headlining at the Spear. They probably be getting a couple of $1 million. But you'll see a guy on the undercard of a big show probably making more money than that guy.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash.
Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too.
Terence Crawford calls out Floyd Mayweather for chasing fights solely for financial gain. Crawford makes it clear that he has no interest in facing Mayweather and has never seriously considered such a matchup. He believes these types of fights are less about proving greatness and more about generating hype to secure massive paydays. According to Crawford, Mayweather prioritizes money over true competition, especially with his recent pursuit of exhibition bouts post-retirement. While Mayweather dominated his era, Crawford insists that the spotlight now belongs to him, and he won't let money-driven distractions overshadow his accomplishments in the ring.
But I know how you is. You be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever keep it real, boy, keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fight. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll beat his ass. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't never been that type of person ever.
I ain't never been that type of person, Crawford insists. Critics argue that Floyd Mayweather's recent forays into boxing are driven more by financial gain than by his athletic legacy. Once revered for his defensive mastery and undefeated record, Mayweather has shifted focus to exhibition matches that deliver big paychecks but little genuine sporting value. Analysts point out how he constantly flaunts his wealth, suggesting he doesn't need the money but pursues these fights regardless. Many fans feel that, since retiring, Mayweather's priorities have shifted away from real competition toward lucrative ventures, leaving some disappointed in the direction his career has taken.
Floyd, I saw a thing this morning, him talking about keeping his money clean, stuffing hundreds of thousands of dollars in a plastic bag. These guys don't need money. A lot of times when you get these great champions fighting well past their prime, it's to make cash. We see it a lot. These two don't seem to need the money. So I don't understand the need to do this. When talked about, Mike Tyson said, I still can't believe Floyd wants to really do this. It's going to be detrimental to his health, but he wants to do it. So it's signed and it's happening. Hey, when Mike fought Jake Paul, a lot was made of him being 58 years old. He's in tremendous shape. I mean, I saw him, and even in there, right, he couldn't get going at the rate that he expected. But early, he was fighting like Mike Tyson. Floyd Mayweather's much younger, but he's so much smaller. So I get why Mike is like, yo, I don't know what this dude wants to do. Because there was a world where no one would ever thought that those guys would end up in the ring together. And again, they don't need money. I imagine, though, it's going to be a boatload of...
Former world champion Timothy Bradley has been vocal about the hypothetical showdown between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. Bradley points out that Mayweather has historically struggled against southpaw fighters, and Crawford's versatile style would present serious challenges. He argues that Crawford's switch-hitting ability, precise timing, and adaptability are exactly the tools Mayweather can't effectively counter. Bradley downplays Mayweather's untouchable reputation, insisting that Crawford's dynamic approach would penetrate his defense. He even goes as far as to say Mayweather isn't as dominant when facing fighters like Crawford, sparking even more debate among fans of both fighters.
Absolutely, but Terence Crawford will whoop his ass. He would beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you right now, he will beat Floyd Mayweather too. He will beat him too. He got everything it takes to beat Floyd. Floyd struggled in the first half against Zab Judah. Zab Judah, a damn terrific fighter. Terrific fighter, but he ain't no damn Terence Crawford. Especially from the southpaw position. Floyd didn't like fighting southpaws. Floyd reached with that right hand. You think he gonna reach against one of the best back foot counterpunchers in the game? He gonna reach with that right hand against Crawford? He gonna get slept reaching with that backhand. The way he reaches with that. That level change backhand he throws too. No, man, that pull jab he does too, that ain't gonna work. That is not gonna work. Floyd got a 72-inch reach. Yeah, he had quickness, fast reflexes. However, Crawford got all of that too. He got all of that too. And he got a 75-inch reach. Great counterpuncher. Can concentrate all night. Can put pressure on Floyd. He can even invite Floyd in. Yep. I noticed. Floyd's not having success. He started to step on the gas. That's what he do. And he gonna run into problems with Crawford because Crawford hits harder than him. Crawford is the most complete fighter that I've ever witnessed in real life.
On the other side of the debate, many analysts argue that comparing Crawford to Mayweather is unfair. They point to Mayweather's extensive resume, which includes victories over a long list of elite fighters. While Crawford's accomplishments are impressive, they contend he hasn't yet faced the same level of competition throughout his career. According to this perspective, such comparisons lack balance, as Mayweather's historical significance is firmly established. These experts emphasize that Mayweather's legacy is already cemented, whereas Crawford is still building his case and shouldn't be placed on the same pedestal prematurely.
Everybody acting like Bud is the second coming of Mayweather. Y'all got the game fucked up. Mayweather actually didn't get hit. Bud gets hit by dudes that, like, who on Bud's resume is an equivalent of someone on Floyd's resume? So that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd not getting hit by elites, Bud getting hit by non-elites, and somehow y'all think Canelo not about to...
Boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult offered a bold perspective, arguing that Terence Crawford deserves to be ranked above Floyd Mayweather for one key reason. He highlighted Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez, emphasizing that Floyd, despite his greatness, would never have taken such a risky fight like Crawford did. Showbiz points out that Crawford moved up in weight and faced a dangerous opponent in his prime. In contrast, Mayweather was far more calculated in choosing opponents and timing his fights. This level of risk, Showbiz argues, elevates Crawford's legacy beyond Mayweather's carefully managed career. It's a provocative opinion that challenges the long-held view of Floyd as untouchable in boxing history.
Why is Terence Bud Crawford greater than Floyd Mayweather? Or better than Floyd Mayweather? Greater is a little bit different. Greater is impact, resume, all that shit, but better. Terence Bud Crawford, after what he did last night, is better than Floyd Mayweather because there is no way Floyd Mayweather would attempt to do that crazy shit. See, that's the insane Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler after being gone for 5 years type shit. Never being at middleweight, first fight at middleweight, being against Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Terence Bud Crawford never been a middleweight shit. The most he's been is super welterweight, and he was only there once. And he's fighting at 168 against one of the greatest super middleweights of all time, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, pound for pound, one of the greatest fighters of all time, reigning undisputed champion at super middleweight. That is unheard of, and that's something that Floyd Mayweather wouldn't even...
Interestingly, Terence Crawford has grown frustrated with the constant comparisons to Floyd Mayweather. He's made it clear he has no interest in fighting Mayweather, stressing that Floyd had his era, and this one belongs to him. Crawford urges fans to stop looking backward and instead appreciate the legacy he's building right now. While he respects Floyd's greatness, Crawford believes their legacies shouldn't overlap. He sees the obsession with pitting him against Mayweather as unfair, especially since Floyd is retired and past his prime, while Crawford is still in the midst of establishing his dominance.
Start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
Entevia, everyone keeps comparing your legacy to Floyd Mayweather's. How do you feel you stack up against him with the resume you have now? Crawford, look, Floyd was the greatest of his era. I'm the greatest of mine. There's no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me. You talk the talk and definitely walk the walk. Your confidence and presence are on another level. Could we see you make a run at light heavyweight, Crawford? Nah, that's not really in the plans.
Crawford has the tools to beat him. He has the long arms. He switches lefty and righty, but Floyd was pinpoint accuracy, tremendous defense. I just think whoever at 147, that's tough. I don't know. A draw.
Okay, what about Oscar De La Hoya and Crawford at 54?
Oh man, Oscar was a hell of a fighter, man. I think they could beat each other, to be honest. I think Oscar could beat him. Oscar's a hell of a fighter. He got great jab, good footwork. Oscar was a tremendous fighter. I feel like people really overlook his resume. He's an Olympic gold medalist. That's the hardest thing probably to get. It's harder than the world title.
Former world champion Shane Mosley believes Floyd Mayweather's size would be his undoing against Terence Crawford. While acknowledging Mayweather's technical brilliance, Mosley argues that Floyd is simply too small to handle Crawford's power, reach, and versatility. He suggests that Crawford's ability to switch stances and control the ring with his physical advantages would neutralize Mayweather's defensive style. According to Mosley, this size difference is the crucial factor. Mayweather excelled against opponents closer to his own size, but facing a naturally bigger and stronger Crawford would create a gap too wide to overcome. His comments underscore how, in these fantasy matchups, size matters just as much as skill.
Even though I've got serious personal differences with Terence Crawford, and I have ethical issues with Terence Crawford in the way that he negotiated certain things and certain things went down. However, at this point in his career, and I really believe since he's at 135 pounds, there's no question the greatness and how terrific a fighter he is. So after he beats Canelo Alvarez and becomes the undisputed champion in his third weight division, people start asking the question of whether or not he's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. And I think that is a fair question. And the reason that I say that is because they're the same size. They're the same size. They fought by and large in the same weight classes, and dominated right after one another. Really, there was the period of Andre Ward in between them. I would love to throw Andre Ward in the conversation, but I don't think that the comparison is as clean and easy to make between Terence Crawford and Andre Ward as it is between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather Jr. Just again, because of the similarity in the weight classes that they fought in. So when Shane Mosley chimed in and talked about the two, my ears perked up. Perked up because if you recall, Shane Mosley was the one that gave Floyd Mayweather Jr. his most dangerous fight, without a doubt. His most dangerous fight, the one where Shane Mosley landed on Floyd Mayweather 2 times and rocked him in the first round. Shane was an older fighter. Floyd bared down and won the fight.
Showbiz the Adult brought a more nuanced perspective to the ongoing comparisons between Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather. He pointed out that Crawford's victory over Canelo Alvarez has ignited debates about whether his legacy rivals or even surpasses Floyd's. However, Showbiz cautions against oversimplifying the conversation, emphasizing that legacies are complex and can't be judged on a single fight. While Crawford's win was historic, Mayweather's career spans decades of dominance across multiple weight classes. According to Showbiz, truly comparing the two requires a deeper analysis of consistency, quality of opposition, and long-term impact on the sport. His balanced view recognizes Crawford's greatness while honoring Floyd's firmly established legacy.
Not add a heavyweight to my Mount Rushmore. My Mount Rushmore is best boxers. Greatest is different. Greatest is impact. Now you're talking Floyd Mayweather. You're talking Muhammad Ali. You're talking, all those guys. Sugar Ray Robinson, everybody. But this is best. And sadly, when it comes to the heavyweight division, just by nature, the little guys are the better guys, okay? Not only are they better skill-wise, they have more opportunity to do greater things. Because they're small, they can go up weight classes, they can kind of test themselves more. The heavyweight division is at the top of the mountain, all right? So they're the badasses of the badasses. You kind of go up to them, but they can't push themselves up much more, except for within their weight class. They fight a very big guy or whatnot, like Usyk did with Tyson Fury.